Someone, like, across this field's about to have a really rough day, mate. Somewhere at the end of this, the calm lands, someone's, like, picnic's about to get ruined. That flan's gonna land on them, and they're not gonna enjoy it at all. Oh no. Oh no, have we lost Lucas?
Sorry, no, I was just checking something.
Okay, nothing good?
Yeah, you just mentioned, like, the podcast.
Yes.
Does Fiend itself have an Instagram?
Yes.
Father Zook.
I can't find
Long
it.
time no see.
I'm just trying to pull up
Who are
links
you
for the
now?
description.
Okay.
You certainly don't look like Maester Keenock's murderer.
Oh, fuck's sake. So, fake news is spreading now that Lucas. Fake news in Spira.
Please tell us what has happened.
They're telling everyone that we killed Maester Keenock. It's like, oh, damn it.
God damn it.
Maester Micah just issued a personal order, you know.
That old
It
fuck.
said that you and your guardians murdered Maester Keenock and fled.
We're always getting blamed for murders we
are
didn't
to
commit.
kill you on sight.
I mean,
Or so it
we've
says.
committed many a murder, but
We have.
What of Bevel?
just stop blaming us for... Just
Things are
only give us
calm on
credit
the
for the
surface, but
specific
depths
ones
are
we've
turbulent.
committed.
After the death of Maester Keenock, Kelk Ronso left.
And this
the
is where, as well, all of the...
Convenient.
what was it now?
Getting
Like Dark
around
Aeons come in,
in
because
disarray.
they're supposed to kill you on sight, so if you try and go back to any of the
Be
temples, they
careful,
just
my
summon,
friends.
like, super
You
bosses.
have been branded
Ah,
enemies
right,
of
okay.
Yevon.
And that's why you have to get the Destruction Spheres straight away, because
You
otherwise
should
to go
avoid
back,
temples
you
for
have
the
to
time
basically
being.
fight super
Thank
bosses.
You, Father Zook, for your warning.
And
That's
then
so difficult
that's
to
just-
fight.
Came all the way here
It's not
just to
really an
tell us
option.
this?
No.
To tell the truth, I was a little curious to see this summoner you are guarding. I hope her pilgrimage goes well.
And this guy just
your
gives you the
sake,
warning. He's
too.
like, I would kill you, but I know too many of you
Thank
to,
you,
like,
Father.
want to do it.
I must be off. I shall pray for all of you.
So I think at this point in the game, if you run all the way back, you can go back to, like, Macalania.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you run all the way back and you get attacked by, like, the Dark Aeon version of Shiva, and it's like, well, I'm fucked.
Messy.
What is?
Yevon, Micah and Seymour are not of one mind.
Oh, yeah, we're having a rough day.
Remember what Seymour said last we met.
Well, the last thing I heard him say was like, "Ugh." As I just, like, kicked his ass.
She's not stopping, is she?
She can't now.
Yuna, she's
I mean,
made
she
her
should.
decision.
Realistically, yeah.
I can't just let her go.
Like, Tyder should ride Sin
We
and
won't
put
have
a
to.
blitz ball in his mouth.
We'll save Yuna even if she calls the final Aeon.
But how?
We'll figure it out.
It'd be fine.
I'll think of a way.
And I like as well that Tyder spends the entire game trying to think of a solution. And it's not, and it's one of those things as well, like, you also don't know a solution.
It's always
So it's
fun
not
to
one of those, like,
find out.
frustrating things of, like, you can see a clear solution to their problem, and the
Like,
characters
everyone
can't.
else is like, I don't know what to do.
Okay.
And if we can't think of something, we find another way.
No, no,
Okay.
we'll fucking give up.
We'll find another way.
No, we'll give up. It's fine.
Chris, dude, how you doing? Okay, something about sitting in an airship. Okay, got it. What about you guys? How you doing?
Who was that?
Until half a year ago, he was a summoner. Waka and I were his guardians.
Did he give up?
It's kind of a short pilgrimage.
What
He
happened?
gave up halfway. Here.
Wow.
This plane.
He gave up. What a
Now
puss.
He is a monk at the
Fucking
Bevel
hell.
Temple.
The amount of times we hear like they just gave up. It's like fuck.
The
'em.
thing is,
So,
of all
we
things
are
to do after
officially
you've given
traitors
up,
then.
being a monk is not the correct
Yeah,
career
it seems
path
like
for you.
it's the opposite, isn't it? Like you clearly are not committed enough to this cause.
The one thing you should not be is a monk that requires 100% dedication and focus.
maybe just a little.
It's also as well probably why he's not going to
It's
kill
so
us.
hard not to be.
Is that why I gave up?
Hey, it's okay to worry. And if it gets too rough, just yell.
That's good life advice right there, isn't it? Luke, if
If it
things get
gets
too rough, just yell.
fucking yell.
Just scream.
Okay, I might just do that.
Yeah.
Just get your whistle out.
Is that why one of the best like quotes in the game is when Yuna's like, "Are you okay? Want to scream?"
Gagazet is Ronso.
Oh yeah, look.
Kimari home.
He gets to go chill with like Kimari's mates.
Hey, we might.
Does
be
he have any
friendly.
mates? Don't they all just make fun of him?
Kimari has no family.
Yeah, he's got no family and no friends.
Oh, sorry.
But Kimari
He's
not
too much of a
alone.
sigma male
He
for
is.
friends and family, Karl.
Sigma male
I
grind
was
set.
guarding Zook. I already told you this, yeah?
What'd you do?
About when I was too into the game to be a good guardian. So, when Father Zook said he wanted out,
I like how he's brushing
Tell you the
over
truth,
the fact that
I
he's
was
no
kinda
longer a
glad.
racist, apparently.
He's just hoping that if he doesn't mention it, people will stop bringing it up. Welcome. Got any weapons?
But you did cheer when our homeland got blown up. Yeah, that's behind us. Let's not talk about the past, shall we?
Yeah, stop talking about this. So it might be worth getting one of these. Actually, no, we don't need one of these yet. There's one place we need to buy something, but it's fine. No, now we've saved, we don't have to worry about getting killed. If we bump into a Marlboro, it's fine. We'll deal with it. Look at that chocobo over there, look. Look at it. You see it doing its best?
I can see it doing its best, but I'm still a bit skeptical about this. Will be fine comment.
As long as we don't go too near the edge, or like of the entire arena, we'll be fine.
Okay.
That's where the Marlboros appear. Oh my god, that's so brutal. Just going in with that like triple attack. Let's do it, Whacker. Let's steal. And the robot. Blizzara? Yeah. Get it all. Ooh, I love the death animation of the Flanzo. They just melt. It always looks so
But
hilarious.
they get halfway and they give up. No, the classic.
It's really
Running
relatable.
theme right now.
Get it, Tidus. You shouldn't have attacked me. You fool. Now, his first mistake was trying to attack me. His second mistake was like just not giving up immediately.
Second mistake was actually going through with the attack.
I love a little joke about it. You got to keep an eye on the map as well, because if you try and walk in a straight line, you get stuck on the crags and you got to run back round. It's like, for fuck's sake. Give me that. I want those poison fangs. Oh! Fucking hell, with 4,000 damage. Just, that thing was like, it was just there, and then the next minute it was not. Oh god, Tidus is dead. We need to bring in a fucking man to sort this out. Alright, we need to... Have we got life yet? We do not have life. We have got like 30 Phoenix downs though, so I think we'll be alright.
Yeah,
So
we'll
I
be
just shot
okay.
one
We'll
of my
manage
30
it.
Phoenix downs. And then we bring in Lulu to finish it off. Like, this is a very low HP team, but it's fine. Like, they're all going to die anyway.
Just the glass cannons.
They're not even the most
I
damaging
wanna-
members of my team. That's the problem. It's like, I ain't got a glass cannon. Like, the strongest member of my team is also the one with the highest defense and health. So he's not
I
even a
wanna
glass
know,
cannon,
like-
he's just the strongest.
Has anyone tested out a glass cannon before?
It would probably fire once. I think, which is, I guess, is the idea.
I
behind
guess
it.
so, yeah. But I want to know, like, does that terminology have any, like, weight behind it? Is it something that ever existed? Is it something someone's tried?
I think it was back in the day. It was Napoleon tried to make a aluminium cannon because aluminium was like seen as more the famous story about it is it was worth more than gold, and like he would it was like Napoleon would eat off of aluminium plates and his guests would eat off gold. So he tried to do it, but it was like so difficult to get hold of that they couldn't even get it. Because he thought, if we make one out of this very super light, strong material, it'll be the lightest cannons, we can get it anywhere we want. And it didn't work.
I'm not sure the Mythbusters have done many a cannon myth, but I don't remember them doing a glass cannon specifically.
Because it's video game terminology, isn't it? So. Get it, Tidus.
I might be wrong, but I've watched a lot of Mythbusters.
I still think like the best thing about Mythbusters is that subreddit where they edit episodes down to 25 minutes by removing all the times they repeat themselves. Joke is
And
like
you
every
can tell it's been so clearly designed for American TV because
every 15 minutes they remind you what they were just talking about for the adverts.
well,
It's-
you can tell, can't you? 'Cause it's like intro for 5 minutes, advert repeat that like 5 minutes down into a minute and a half, do the next segment, set up the next segment, have a break, repeat what happened in the last segment, do the next segment, like set up the next segment after that.
Like I said, there's a subreddit dedicated to editing the episodes down, and they all edit them down to 25 minutes.
That's amazing. And it was like a 40 to 45 minute show.
It'd take up an hour.
Because it was like, well, it was an
fuck.
hour long show, but an hour with ads, so 40 to 45, I guess. Yeah, they did a tree cannon. They've done many different types of cannons and stuff, and like they've like done like cannonball myths and then doing a tree cannon and like using cheese as cannonballs and stuff, but I don't think they ever did glass cannon.
And these things are tough. And there's 2 of them as well.
Took it. Thundara, fucking hell.
It's
These
not
look great though.
It's not as bad as it could be, but we're definitely going to steal from them.
No, the design of them's awesome.
Oh yeah, because they're just a powered up version. Oh god, Magadio Flame, we're fucked. Dear god, no. Oh my god, I can't believe she took it.
Not very well.
But we definitely need to steal from these things. We need those gems. They're just a super useful item overall. So you just cast like Blizzara 5 times, essentially. One Kimari.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure we can learn something from these things with Lancet, maybe.
Probably unofficial website that's called like mythresults.com of like all the Mythbusters thing, and there's no glass cannon on there. If I do a good old Control F.
Ooh, silence works well. Let's do that then. We've got Silence Buster. So like, that editing it down there reminds me of that that hero who's trying to edit the Despicable Me movies to remove all the minions. It's like, that guy is a fucking hero.
The thing is, it happens with anime all the time. Is like if you watch fan dubs, like I've watched some fan dubs of One Piece, and where they like edit out all of the repeated bits and the like, you know, like the 7 minutes of intro and stuff. And
At the start of it, like watching like My Hero Academia. Hey, I'm Deku, and it's like, I know. I've just watched 4 episodes in a row.
And then they do the recap, and then they have like the flashbacks,
and then they have the exit and
later,
the pre.
and then
Like,
the exit.
You're getting realistically about like 18 minutes of content for a 30-minute episode.
Yeah, if that, and like obviously a lot of the time it's just, oh shit, we need to like slow down the pace of the anime, or we need to get an episode out quicker, because like there's always problems, like either, you know, trying, depending on the production, it's like some anime studios like don't get episodes out quick enough. Other times they start catching up to the manga because like the anime is quite, you know, cheaply and quickly done, and then they have to start putting in filler to catch up and like give them time and stuff. And
so I've noticed that, like, I think it's The Simpsons I've been watching. I've noticed like there's a lot of like tricks they use. Like you'll notice if you're aware of them, like repeating gags and shots. And one of the ones that surprised me the most is the episode Cape Fear, which is the Sideshow Bob episode, which is widely regarded as one of the best episodes of the show. Has some of the rakes episode. Yes, stepping on the rakes.
Yeah.
And that's like one of the most like obvious bits of padding, where it's like they make Sideshow Bob step on 8 rakes instead of 1. But like that
wasn't it even longer than that originally?
No, it was shorter. The episode was shorter. But the thing is, it also has at the start of the episode, it has that really long intro, Joe, where they do like the can-can dance and the circus thing comes down, which is the episode intro they specifically wrote in case episodes ran short. They also have like a repeated gag later in the episode where Bart looks overboard and sees the crocodiles and the electric eels. They have the exact same shot twice. And there's so many bits of like little things like get the episode to be a few seconds longer. But that's one of the best and most fondly remembered episodes of the entire show.
Yeah, because I think Bart runs to one side of the ship, sees like the shark, the alligators and the eels,
and runs all the way back.
To the back of the ship, goes like, oh no, they're there as well. Then runs back to the first side of the ship, looks again, is like, oh, they're still there.
Yeah, and it's like all that panic. Well, that's one of the best episodes of the show. It's like every scene has a memorable gag in it. So Lucas, are you ready for what might be the most? I want to say in a Final Fantasy game, this is the one that could potentially, the side quest that potentially takes the longest to complete.
Oh my god.
So what this is, the guy's going to explain it to us, so I'll have to talk to him first. So, while I'm skipping through this is a monster arena. And he says that all the fiends ran away. And what you do here is you have to catch one of every single fiend from every biome in the game.
Okay.
At which point, you come back to him, and he will make a super monster that combines all of them into a single super boss that you can try and fight, that are as strong as the Dark Aeons, and if you complete it all, he creates a super boss who's stronger than the final boss of the game, called Penance, which is one of the most absurdly difficult and hard to kill things in the entirety of the game, of the series. So to complete... I'll do it for you. So effectively, what this is a quest where you have to create and then fight 15 super bosses. All of which are upgraded versions of regular enemies in the game with their stats tuned to maximum.
So why is he not fighting Sin?
Exactly.
Like, why are we not getting this guy some monsters to just take down Sin?
So effectively, as long as you get... So we need to go catch one of every single monster in the Fiend. And what happens is, when he creates the monster, it's worth doing, because every time he creates one of the... You complete a Spira Dex, we'll call it, for the area. He gives you a bunch of really rare items. And then when you fight the super boss, even though you can't kill it until you're like max level, it's still worth going in and trying to steal from it, because it will drop super rare items as well.
You can steal super rare stuff from it, right?
Yes.
Okay. That makes sense.
So what we're going to do now is we buy these taming swords here. And what you'll notice about the taming swords is, they have space for one extra thing you can put on there.
So this is why you wanted to have 200,000 gil, is it?
No. There's something
Oh,
else.
this isn't the reason.
But I'm going to equip them to Tidus, Waka, and Oran. Because Oran can kill most everything because of his strength. Waka can hit almost everything, and Tidus is the fastest.
Yeah, fair.
We have all this stuff here. We've got 2 of these. I'll sell one of my Avengers. Right, it's a whole bunch of stuff I've got here. Just anything worth, like, just a little bit I'm just going to get rid of. That one, no. Just dead quicks, get rid of them. Right, the things that aren't that great. That's pretty good. That's crap. Get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. Moomba Duo, Fatal Casey. So do you want to guess what it is you do to just min-max the shit out of this? Like, what possible thing could I attach to my weapon, in addition to capture, that would make this entire process go a lot easier?
Like, petrify?
No. Death.
Oh, right, okay.
So if you equip death to your weapon, almost everything in the game is like resistant death. It allows you just insta-catch everything. And that's like the trick that you get told in all the guides of just get one of your catching swords and put death on it.
Fair.
And I'm pretty sure we can't attach death to anything yet, but we can go check. Go down to the bottom, see what we can put on them. Because you can see, like, you put, like, Water Strike, it's like, no, ignore all this. Like, you want Stone Strike, or you want, like, you want something that insta-kills.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Evade and Counter's pretty good as well. Like, you put on Oran or something like that. Just because of how high his strength is, but no. And this is why this mission's so hard, because you have to catch a Malboro, which means you have to kill a Malboro. Well, you have to kill it.
You've got Death Touch on it.
No, it's immune to death. Luke's, it's a Malboro.
Oh,
Do you think you're catching enough? You think you're killing a Malboro in one hit? So we're not going to do that till later. Because to do it, we have to actually kill the Malboro, and we're not strong enough to do that.
Yeah.
Like, we're legit not strong enough to beat a Malboro. But we can just, like... So the robots don't count, so we can just kill these straight away. But Oran, yeah, there we go. Just steal from these 2 things. And that's what our squad's going to be. But the annoying thing is you have to catch all the things on the Calmlands before he opens up the rest. And it's like, oh, that's kind of annoying. Or I'm pretty sure he does anyway. It's mine now. How mean is that, though? Like, that thing is just now going to go live in a cave. It's kind of gutting that, innit?
I mean, it's not going to live in a cave for very long because you're gonna get it fused into an ultimate machine of death.
Yeah, so I'm going to keep those weapons on those guys just till we get to the next area. Because I'm not sure if you can capture stuff in the other areas until we complete the Calmlands one.
Right, yeah.
But either way, we'll catch the ones that we can catch for now. Damn. Right, the ones that we can get, we'll get. Just because they're like right here, so. And that's the problem as well, because there's some really rare ones that are like super like are difficult to get drops effectively. Like the Malboro, because I know there's plenty of people who've done this. Like, what the fuck is the final one in this area? I can't remember bump into a Malboro. Like, oh my god, no!
I'm gonna run.
Because you think there's 9 enemies, and it's like usually as well when you walk outside, that's when you bump into that cat thing. You think, wow, I've not seen one of those before because they only spawn around this area. So we'll come back to the Calmlands at some point, and again, once we've got access to the airship, we'll probably be strong enough to come back. And because we can fly, we can just go straight in, catch everything we need, and then fly back. And it allows us to go to all the different areas as well.
Do it. Play the game. Play the game. It's on Game Pass.
Yeah, it is. It's great. Just bring Kimari in. Kimari wants to level up. He needs to cast Blizzara. Do it. Does it make sense for him to know how to do, like, Blizzara, given that he's, like, you know, from, like, the frozen mountains of Gagazet? Yeah.
It's funny as well, because, like, obviously we, on my end, just finished Ocarina of Time last night. And I had the urge, after finishing that stream, to start another playthrough of Ocarina of Time. Like, I could just play another entire run of Ocarina of Time, right? I'm like, Lucas, you're, like, in the middle of 4 games right now.
Don't do that. I've just realised
you've just beaten the game.
There's an ability we need for this next section, but don't think we're going to need it, but it would have really, really helped out. But we don't have access to it right now, I don't think.
What do you mean slimes in Persona 5? There's only giant penis monsters.
So I'm just going to see if it's, where is it? It's not Sentinel. Is there any way we can just get to it dead quick in the next, like, with a couple of battles?
Right, yeah.
So I'm just gonna, I can't remember where it is. Bribe, it's not bribe, it's, I think it's around here, it's like a mid-level ability.
Okay.
Copycat, that's also a really good one, because that just lets you use any ability that someone else has already used.
Oh.
Without knowing
mimic,
it.
Yeah.
Quick pockets, no. Full life. Double cast, now we're getting to, like, it's too much strong stuff. I do wish there was a way to, like, just filter all out. Let me filter just by, like, abilities. So I can just go straight to all the abilities I can potentially learn. Is this it? Damn it.
Like those little colour dots, are they an indicator of what's an ability and what's not?
No, that's just who's already unlocked something. It's like these little triangle, this symbol here that I'm on now, they're the abilities. Like, they're skills, and then spells are the diamond, and it's like a black background for a black magic spell, and then a white background for a white magic. There's one specific ability, I can't remember where it is. It's not there. It'll be down here on Oren's path, I imagine.
What ability was it?
Maybe it's on Tidus's path, let's have a look. It is Provoke. And it's not useful for any other thing in the game, except for one thing on one enemy we're about to fight. And that's its only real
section on the sphere grid.
I'm having a look. Well, that's the thing, because I've opened up the entire sphere grid, I don't know where Tidus's section would naturally lead him to.
Right.
Fuck, it doesn't matter. But,
hang on. I've found, like, an interactive sphere grid from the looks of it.
No, it doesn't matter. It's just Provoke. The ability Provoke for the enemy we're about to fight, when you fight this thing, it forces it to do an attack that only takes off half your health. So it basically makes... It's just something I wanted to show off. It's not something I'm going to need to do, but I want to show it off, because if you exclusively...
I can tell you where it is now. I've got it up.
Fair enough. We're not going to get there, because we'd have to do a bunch of grinding.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, I was going to say it's, like, basically essentially straight up from the middle, like 2/3 of the way up. It's almost directly above the centre of the sphere grid.
Okay. So it's not really useful for any point in the game except when you're fighting these things. Because they become a regular enemy later in the game, and it's just a really easy way to get XP, because they're worth a shit ton, because they're supposed to be hard to kill.
The Maester doesn't need you alive.
Oh. This thing.
Ooh.
Defender X60 or something like that, I think it is. And if you just provoke it, it just uses this one attack over and over again that halves your health. And that's a really good thing to do, because basically you lock it into doing that and you can just get everyone in your party free XP.
What, so you can... Is it similar to like Super Fang, where it's like half of what your current health
Yes,
is?
it'll never kill you. Even when you're on 1 health, it'll just do 0 damage.
So you can just provoke it, and then it
Yeah.
essentially doesn't matter to your other 2 party members.
Yeah. It's made of stone. Resistance to physical attacks. It's resistance to pretty much everything, and it'd be nice also at this point to have like armor break, because that's like the basically it just reduces all their armor to 0. It's like meltdown for this game. That's super handy thing to have now. But again, we don't need it. And we do decent damage to it.
Yeah.
We can just, where is it? No, petrify. Don't think we have anything. Actually, I think Kimahri can just put it, he can blind it anyway, so. Ah, he doesn't, damn it. Can't silence it, in which case, it's about to attack next turn, so. Guard. Good choice. Solid choice there.
Yeah.
Just guard. Who's you going to bring in? He's going to kill it straight away, but. Because its punch is so difficult, it'll just kill it in 1 punch.
Just bring Phalange in there.
Just to see. The weakest. I just thought, alright, we'll get the summon. We'll do a grand summon and just get like a little bit of damage against it. Because he's just going to walk up and punch at Aeon straight away and kill it. Which is fair. And we're going to get all this intro and it's going to get immediately just like cold cocked.
It's fine. It knows it loves us. Or we love it.
He's going to energy blast it. Non-elemental damage. Ignores all defenses. Oh, whip your hair back and forth. It's doing it. Not bad damage.
Well,
And then-
max damage. Yeah, just 1. Wow.
Just down in 1. That's the problem with Aeons is stuff like this of they can't heal. Because they only get 1 action per turn, but your party gets 3. So it's going to power break this thing straight away. We do not want to deal with any of that. And have I got anything that has... No, I don't. So Waka doesn't have anything that can pierce, so he's going to try and Dark Buster it. Going to blind it. Excellent, so now we can't see. And this is the attack here. When this hits, just half your health. And it's really scary at first until you realise that's what it does.
Yeah. So they're like, oh my god, that's fucking half of my health. Like, this thing's gonna kill me in 2 hits.
But you saw...
It will just punch you.
It's like, it can't be threatened, but it can be provoked. Skill. Enemy loses strength. We've already done. I'm just gonna switch my weapon. We need a weapon with piercing. We need to ignore that armor, baby. And Waka needs to be brought back. Actually, to be fair. Before we bring Waka back to life, let's just, once again, we acknowledge who's the most important person on the team.
Waka, cool. As he's dying, it's gonna be Waka, it's fine.
That's why we need that.
Yeah.
Because that would have killed him otherwise. And I kind of like this thing as well that stops like this part of the level. He's like, oh, for God's sake, we're in that. So we're stuck in that pattern now.
In that loop, yeah.
Of just, oh wait, I want Orin in. So attack. Who's got enough health? Oddly enough, Riku's got the most health and she might be able to evade. Guessing that can put this thing to sleep. Like Shadow Gems also works. Let's start using these.
Okay.
Oh shit, it's immune to gravity. Fuck.
Oh no.
Could have sworn that would work. Because Waka's the only one who has the ability to blind it. I'm pretty sure. I thought we had like smoke bombs, but apparently we don't. Oh no, we do have a smoke bomb. Perfect. So let's blind it. I'm hoping that connected. I think it did. There we go. Okay. It's super scary. So now we can bring him back to life. Because we've got the fastest character on the team. So, whew. Riku, do your fucking job. And then just get in those Albed potions.
Even though she's been, like, a super, you know, speedy part of the team, I feel like she's not had many chances to show that off.
You'll notice, though, like, Sam, I think my thing's covering it up, but she gets to act multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's the thing, you don't really notice how fast she is until you have a team of, like, Oren, Waka, and Kimari. And then you switch her, and she can attack, like, 3 times. So I'm going to keep just trying to put this thing... The annoying thing is that fucking Haymaker always hits. Even when it's fucking blind. It's really annoying. Just keep throwing these Albed potions out. Now, you can dodge that regular attack, but... And this is why we get these things as well, these gems. Like, just nice, consistent damage, because Riku can't ordinarily do damage until you start getting that shit off.
Yeah, that was like a nice 3,000 early there.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so the camera angle's finally moved so we can see that the thing's blind. Because when you can see it from behind, you can't tell if it's blind or not. So I'm never sure, should I throw another one in? Yeah, we can get fire gems for free outside, so we'll just throw the things that we can get easily. I might as well use the ones that we know we can go farm. Actually, to be fair, we can... Lulu's not active yet, and we want to get the XP for this fight. You always get you want your XP for your boss fights, don't you?
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yes, fuck it, just any spell. Doesn't matter. It resists everything equally, so just anything that's going to do decent damage. Fuck it. I'm feeling lucky. Might look out and get a few crits on this thing. And before you wonder, Lucas, no, you can't use eject on it.
Why not?
It'd be good if you could. Like, I wish there was like one boss in the game that let you do that. Nah,
It's a non.
There's no boss that you can do it on now. There's like mini bosses that it works on.
Hmm.
I think everyone's had a chance to act now. Yuna acted, Kimari acted, Waka's acted.
That was one of my favourite things in Final Fantasy VIII, just when you got that ability from Selfie, where it's like the very small chance to just like lift them out of battle.
The chance to insta-kill the boss. We lost our shit when we saw like Rapture. And he's just, woo! We did like a Marlboro or something, didn't we? And just got fucked up. Let's keep that HP topped up. It's still blind. Perfect. Let's try and delay its attack. I think it is weak to this. Oh no, it's immune to it. Fuck. Like, you just can't dodge that. It's so annoying. Like, it's blind, but that attack still hits. Luckily, Riku's about to get shit done. Because she's got her limit break. And do you remember what a limit break does?
Is that the one where you mix two things together?
Her limit break wins. So Riku's about to win. Let's do this. Oh, he did have provoke. I did learn it. I just didn't realise it was already on his thing lock. Shit. Because I've never bothered to use it on anything. We could have
made this a lot easier.
In which case, we don't need to use Mix then. We're going to save Mix for something else. So now we can just mash attack.